Gentlemen, to It's Not Over Till It's Over podcast part 4 of pro versus anti-abortion. And where we last left off, well, where I last left off, because, well, I used to have people on the whole podcast thing, and then something happened where I got incredibly intoxicated, had all my Call of Duty pals and buddies reveal their faces on a Discord chat, video chat, and I ended up screen recording it or using OBS to record my screen, and a lot of those people did not find that amusing because a lot of them actually really takes a lot of courage for them to show their faces over the internet to a bunch of different strangers who play Call of Duty, you know. And a bunch of these strangers, they don't even meet each other, or they do. And just with us, it was just sensitive subject, and I messed up, and I just want those people to know, all of them, Animal Cannibal, One Confused Ant, Toasty, uh, I forgot the other one. I forgot his name, but you know who I'm talking about, and you know who you are. And I just want to let y'all know that I am sorry. And this isn't a YouTube apology video. Don't look at it like that. This is a podcast video. But I just want to say that there were more than one of us. I am one of the co-founders. I am the creator of the It's Not Over Till It's Over podcast. And I don't take a lot of credit for that because I did have a bunch of other people, and mainly the other person that was a, co-founder, or more or less a second lead management of the It's Not Over Till It's Over podcast, was Animal Cannibal. And unfortunately, all of us don't really technically talk a lot anymore, or just don't talk in general anymore with each other. To at least my knowledge, I know that they are still my PlayStation friends, and eventually when I get back into that manner of gaming, hopefully we can all reconnect and they accept my apology, and we can all just play video games together, and we can stream together again, or do recordings together again. Except now, how I'm going to do it is I'm going to start asking permission. And I'm sorry that I'm getting a lot off track, and I miss these people. I miss all of them. I miss the podcast that we used to do, and it makes me feel bad that I had to do such a thing like that under the influence of alcohol, and it makes me feel like an asshole. And if they don't ever want to talk to me again, then I accept that. I understand it, and I accept it, and there's nothing I can do about it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for going off the path of what I was talking about. Anyway, a man should have a decision in whether or not they want to keep a child. A man should always, 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 regardless of the woman who's carrying it. And I understand where that creates a lot of conflict, because the woman is carrying this child for 9 or so months. And in an idea, the man never really feels that, even though us men have gone through that idea with simulation. And if you look up on a video, if you look up on YouTube, Twitch, whatever I guess your platform is, if you look up on any platform and you look up fake pregnant bodysuit on a man that actually has all the components of like baby moving around, kicking, having that weight, on your back, and it's understandable. That's very understandable. Me, I personally want to kind of go try that. Not in a weird sense of way, but I kind of just want to experience it, Like, it looks cool, it looks understandable, and it makes me want to, feel the idea of, why a woman would get an abortion, or why a woman would keep a baby. And it's a lot of emotional things, but getting back to it, it's also a lot of emotional things on the man. And us men should be able to have that decision. Even if the woman doesn't even want to have the baby, then just why not, just carry the child, give the child to the man, say your bon voyage, and go about your life, instead of just killing the baby. And it just, look, I'm just going to get straight to the down and dirty. It's fucked up. It's fucked up that these women don't take into account the the men's feelings or emotions when it comes to actually wanting a child, and then all of a sudden being told, I want to have an abortion. Do you women not understand how, like, difficult of a subject that is to talk about to you, or to you and your boyfriend, to you and your husband, just to be like, oh, I got you pregnant. 2 months later, you're already starting the show, and then all of a sudden you want an abortion. Like, that's like the song, like the I want to say, is it the Johnny Cash song or Frank Sinatra, or I don't know. I'll look it up later and I'll put it in the description of this fourth part, I guess. But like a song says, ain't that a kick in the head? And that's a kick in the head that really, really hurts. And in a way, it hurts. It's so on the mind that even talking about it, men have committed suicide. Men have killed the woman, or, I don't even know the drastic things that happen. Like I said, there's a lot of sources and there's a lot of information that I've collected, and some information that I've just skimmed by, or just information that I've seen on the news. And it's just, a lot of it is uncomfortable, touchy subjects to even delve into. But as a podcast channel, I will delve into that, no matter how difficult it gets. Even if it's touchy or it's personal to me, I will still touch up on it. But I do feel and understand for the men's portion side. And it is incredibly messed up to actually want to have another generation or the next generation in your bloodline. And it's really difficult to really work that into the situation, because most women that men do get with don't even bother wanting to have children, or they just adopt, or they just get an animal or a dog or a cat or fish or a bird or a snake, or you get the idea. But for most men, it's just so hard to have the idea of it and just sit there and be like, okay, well, I'm gonna take it as is, it's not gonna hurt me, and it's her decision. But no, that's not right. That should never be right. It should always be on the fact that a man has a decision too. That is that man's child too. And they shouldn't just be able to sit there and be like, oh, wow, that's too bad. You didn't carry the child. You're not carrying the child. And, you don't understand. You'll never understand. And no, as a person as I do, I do try to understand it. And I do try to really look harder and deeper into the situation. But there will be always the understanding of, like I said, with the bodysuit,